Episode 179, SETI BIMCO. Who cares if that's the real number? Nobody's keeping
It's
track.
179.
America's foremost... It is. Oh, shit. It's America's foremost revenge-themed podcast. We're currently, because our country's on fire, we're touring the rest of the world. And this week, our movie is Mexico's Batwoman from 1968. And before we get any further into the episode, here's your chance to get out, because Tim, my co-host, Tim Hamilton, New Yorker cartoonist, is going to give us one of his age-old questions. Tim.
And we're recording kind of an emergency episode, so I was writing quick. I had to go dig up...
so less editing and polish than usual.
I had to dig up Mr. McGillicuddy. What was his name? Texar McGillicuddy.
Yep. Oh, that means
still jokes from his grave.
For those, Texar McGillicuddy, the probably fictional 106-year-old Borscht Belt comedian whom Tim blames his worst turds of jokes on.
He's looking to the future. He's trying futuristic things. So he wanted to know if the library going public, people that go to the library, did they ever get revenge on the new AI library that talked? Because, all it did all day was loudly brag about how big its Moby Dick was. Yeah. Moby Dick's big, George. You ever read it? Takes a while.
Yeah.
It's SETI BIMCO Part 2, The Revenge. The show where we create revenge sequels that nobody wanted.
It's SETI BIMCO Part 2, The Revenge.
That sucked.
Cole Gibson.
If you're still listening, welcome.
Welcome to the show. We'll talk about some revenge sequels at the end of this and have a fun time, talk about numbers and letters. This episode's brought to you by the letter Z. Just stealing other people's ideas. What happened?
That's what letter Z does? You should have done letters A and I stealing other people's ideas.
Yeah.
Would have been a theme with your Tim, you got to workshop these. But I know, it's an emergency. So my name is George O'Connor. I already introduced my co-host, Tim Hamilton. We're both cartoonists. We do this revenge-themed podcast. Like Tim said, it is an emergency recording because I'm bad at scheduling. We normally record later in the week, and I realized I'm not going to be in town. I'm going to be doing book fair stuff for my books.
Yeah.
My newest book, Loki, Asgardians Book 3, out now. Go buy like 20 copies.
Yes, do it. Do it. Where?
I'm going to be in Minneapolis when we're normally recording. So in a panic, I said to Tim today, I'm like, Tim, I know you're a busy man with many things on your plate. Can you record today? And when he woke up from his 4-hour nap, he said, sure, I guess.
I dreamt up a lot of comedy. In fact, we're recording so far ahead. Don't look at the internet and just in case there's any bad news, but we're recording on the night of elections. Just like a lot of mayors and governors. And I wanted to say that today I ran into Mr. Zohan, came to our neighborhood.
Mr. Zoran?
Yeah, Zoran.
Zohan was that was that Adam Sandler
Come
movie
on,
that you're not
now
supposed to
someone
mess
just
with.
said his name wrong. That's how
You said Zohan.
But he came to our neighborhood. We all went out, saw him, got our pictures taken, kissed a dog.
You kissed a dog? Oh, okay.
He's got to get along with the public. You put it in front of a politician, they got to kiss it.
Is that really what you sent me that photo? It looks like the dog's like trying to eat his face. Was it like some like weird person be like, go and kiss my dog? Kiss it. Use the tongue. Kiss
my wife
dog.
took that picture. She suddenly came out of the crowd. I'm like, I see him. I'll take pictures. But she suddenly emerged from the crowd and she's like, look at this picture I got. He's kissing a dog. So that was...
A lot of people don't know that producer Miss Lee has a specialty in capturing man on dog action like that. That's her whole side career.
What happened to you?
What happened to me?
Got a complaint?
Do I have any complaints? No.
What?
No. Earlier this week, we went out. We were recording this also the day before my birthday. I'm about to turn old. That's not true. I've been old for a long time now.
But we went out for your birthday.
We went out earlier in the weekend. We went out with such stalwarts of the show as Foofy and Chris, who never listens to the show, and respective others. And it was just nice low key evening. We went to a longtime favorite dive bar that we frequent.
Well, it wasn't. It was the evening that the Blue Jays were up against the Dodgers, so we were sitting under a TV and everybody was staring at us, and we had no interest. Really?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was all these people. There was a couple of scary guys there who like loudly stood up and proclaimed Canadians were communists. Do you remember those guys?
I didn't hear it. I was told about it.
Yeah, they were fun. I'm glad they left.
I think that is the most, like, what do you want to say? Redneckish bar on the street that you love.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that as we get further and further into the current regime.
Uh-huh.
I think that was definitely some suburban types who were like, let's go get them city guys. We'll go talk about some commies because they're all commies.
You think they drove all the way into Brooklyn to watch that baseball game?
Yeah, they did. Tim, all they had to do was either hop over on the PATH train from Jersey or more likely drive on the LI Expressway from Long Island.
Is New Jersey like worse than I thought? I mean, jeez.
No, it depends on the area. Like Jersey City,
they just have to come
Hoboken.
to our town to watch baseball.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? You don't even have to go. There's bad people and good people everywhere. I've heard that there's good people on both sides.
There's good people and bad people on this podcast. Everywhere.
Yeah. So we're talking. Are we talking about Kevin Cablasto as the bad person?
Just saying.
Occasional
in the
co-host
history
Kevin
of this
Cablasto.
podcast.
Oh, so you're talking John Kelly, our previous original co-host with a crippling addiction to olive oil, left the show in disgrace after staining all the seats in the studio with just his damp oil greasiness.
I hear he went to Mexico once. Yep. Whoa, what a segue.
Oh, whoa. Oh, I should do it, Tim, and ruin the segue. No. Tim, do you have any weird facts? Do you have any weird facts about Mexico? Because I wanted to look some up, but I'm like, you know what? Tim normally does this. Let's hear him, Tim.
That feeds into my segue. Hey, it's odd laws. Weird. Odd laws, remember? Cycling laws. Regulations.
Not to be confused with in-laws.
Or sometimes odd laws.
Or bylaws.
No, never bylaws.
Or loblaws.
Bi-monthly laws. Anyway. Bi-curious. Let's go down the whole list. Cycling regulations. Cyclists in Mexico are prohibited from taking their feet off the pedals. A law that dates back to the late 1800s after an accident.
Oh, wow. That's interesting, actually, because we're always left wondering, like, what created this weird law. You actually found out. Did you find any?
No, I didn't research further because it's hilarious when you guess. And I guess.
Yeah, so you're just like that. Does that mean if you were a person with, say, one leg in Mexico, like bikes are just, you're not...
Got to get a special license, I guess.
You got it. Okay.
Unless you're keeping your severed foot like tied to the pedal, one pedal.
Oh, that would seem to be rude.
I don't know. I do wonder what happened. I just picture a kid. You know when you ride your bike down a hill when you're a kid and you stick your legs out? Like, no feet. That's probably what he did.
Look, ma, no feet. And then you crash into a streetcar and your legs are cut off and you're like, no feet.
No feet. All right, camouflage. Clothing. Wearing camouflage is illegal, especially near military installations due to its association with police uniforms. I get that, I guess.
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, parts of Mexico have a real problem with
what?
Criminal elements usurping the government. Yes. So I bet you that there's been some cases where people have dressed up as cops or soldiers and taken advantage of that. Or also another problem in your camouflage, you just can't see it. Happens to me all the time. Like I'll be like on the subway and there's a guy wearing camouflage pants. I'm like, that guy has no feet. I hope he doesn't get on a bike in Mexico.
You have feet blindness. Anyway, never mind.
Yes, we got Tim not selling his jokes. Everybody's gonna be. Actually, no Tim, can I interrupt? Can I interrupt your list really quickly?
There's only one left.
I felt pretty strongly to the point where I included it in my notes. This is gonna be our worst episode ever. Yeah, it's a premonition.
You called me up, and you know what? It's just like John Lennon said in that "Let It Be" documentary. You'll find that when my back's up against the wall, I'm at my best. Paul.
Is that what he said?
Play ball.
But "Let It Be" is not the best Beatles album, so I guess
it's that documentary. You said you didn't want to watch it because you didn't want no bad things, but there's not like anything bad. It's just more film of when George is like, "I quit. See you guys around."
Well, see, George is my favorite, so if it'll make me sad. And let's this is all right. Actually, no, I was about to say let's have an episode that doesn't veer into Beatles discussions the whole time, but this is actually helping my premonition of this being the worst episode ever.
Let's have our tangents.
All right. So what's your third law? You got to do
in the documentary.
Tim. What's your third? No, we're not talking about fucking. I don't want to talk about this. I want to hear the third weird Mexican law. Come on.
Election-related restrictions. The sale.
Did you say erection?
Election. I said it, George.
Election.
The
Okay,
sale and consumption of alcohol are prohibited for 72 hours before and after any state or national election.
That's interesting.
It is.
72 hours. Wow. After too?
I don't know why after. Oh,
There's
maybe
been
in case
a lot
somebody loses and somebody starts
yeah.
attacking the Capitol.
I will tell you, there's been a lot of elections in this country where if I didn't have booze to help me forget the pain, I don't know what I would have done. Yeah, probably sack the Capitol.
Those are some odd laws.
Those are odd, Tim. Well done. Round of applause, everybody. Woo!
Now we're going to talk about the Batwoman movie. Do they allow a Taco Bell to open in Mexico? Or do they just burn it down as soon as it's erected?
I would bet good money that there is a Taco Bell somewhere in like Mexico City.
Because they tried to do Domino's in Italy, and that didn't last long. Just remember, like one place, and they burned it down.
Did they really? They burned it down? It sounds like you're saying terrible things about Italians.
No, I'm for that.
There are no Taco Bells currently in Mexico, but it did try in both 1992 and 2007.
They burned it down, right?
Yes, both ventures were unsuccessful because Mexican consumers found the menu unappealing compared to authentic, affordable, and locally available street tacos, and they burned it down.
I got it.
Yep.
Good for them.
Yep. That's what you got to do.
What you got to do. This podcast's informative. This is going to be the greatest episode. Since
it's going to be the worst
2.
episode. That's like 2 episodes ago.
Hey, George, you want to talk about Batwoman?
Yep. Yeah, but I want you first to say its original name in Spanish.
The Batwoman? You said it last week. I don't remember.
I want to hear you say it. You didn't record. Should I spell it for you and you can say it? I want to hear
Spanish would be El
Nope.
El Flying.
That's
El Flying Ratto.
All right. So first off, L is the masculine. So I'll give you. It's gonna start with la. La. Yeah. What is the word for woman?
In Spanish, I didn't take Spanish.
Yeah.
La
mujer murciélago. That's how you say it. The Batwoman. 1968. It was from Mexico.
Cashing in on the Batman craze back then. I don't know why or how it happened.
Taking advantage of lax copyright laws, clearly. I have a 1-sentence encapsulation. Can I read what it's about?
Do it.
Batwoman is called to investigate a whacked-out scientist who is capturing wrestlers and using their spinal fluid to create a gill man. It's pretty succinct.
And George, I'll say it right up front. Halfway through this movie, it suddenly dawned on me what this resembled. A comic. And I'm going to talk comics to people out there. George and I, and many people, are fans of a comic called Love and Rockets by 3 brothers.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And they often have comics with female wrestlers and costumes, just like in this movie, drive around in old cars.
Yeah.
Some odd thing that'll happen. I could see them having a story about a fish creature.
I enjoyed this very much because it gave me strong Hernandez brothers vibes.
I bet you they saw it as kids.
Yeah, I mean, particularly Jaime Hernandez. He's done a whole, he has this character Reina Titañón. He did that whole series Nelly, all about wrestling. Mm-hmm. He loves female wrestling, which is a big part of this. He loves beautiful statuesque women, which is a big part of this. They've even done weird monsters. So this feels very Mexican, and it was directed by a gentleman, or I don't know if it's a gentleman, I assume Rene Cardona. According to IMDb, the writers are listed as Alfredo Salazar, Bill Finger, and Bob Kane.
That's weird. But for people who don't know about Finger and Bob Kane created Batman.
Yeah, Bill Finger and Bob Kane are the creators of Batman and all of his rogues gallery. I do not think they had anything to do with this, really. I think IMDb, I know, is sort of like Wikipedia where anyone can put anything on there. So I think some little fucking nerd is like, well, Batman was created by them and it owes a lot to it. So, yeah. Anyway, but if it's
do you think they ran down there and just said, yeah, pay some money and we say you do Batwoman? I don't know, something like that.
I would say no. I would say not a single official thing having anything with Batman. Yeah, I think this was just, like you said, it was just a pretty quick cash. Also, this really didn't need to be Batwoman at all.
Didn't.
Like, this was almost certainly a different script that they're like, what if we make her Batwoman?
She's like a spy woman.
So, yeah. Yeah, she's just like a lady. I also have speaking of IMDb, I have a great piece of trivia from the IMDb trivia, which is always a bastion of just, like necessary information that's well researched. Maura Monti, who was the actress who played the titular Batwoman, could only wear the Bat costume for a short while. As she said, she kept getting a wedgie in the front and the back.
I read this.
Attempts to resize the costume were unsuccessful.
Yeah. Nobody was resizing that costume.
But also,
ouch.
What does that have to... Yeah, shut up.
Oh, you always find the creepy guy on the backs.
It's you don't have to find them. It's always like the first trivia thing. It's always something like Maria Monti's boobs are big. Did you know that? Trivia.
You even found a guy putting the time on there to see Alyssa Milano.
Oh
when
man,
to see her?
It was Alyssa Milano.
See her in her underpants.
Go back. What was that movie? Do you remember?
Either Touch of the Vampire or the Vampire something.
Embrace the Vampire, I think it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, go listen to previous episode Embrace the Vampire, where a guy has. I was able to read off IMDb. A guy was doing second by second breakdowns of how much nudity and what parts of Melissa Milano's body were visible there. It was the single most creepy thing I've ever seen.
How do you get on IDPM?
I don't think you've ever in the history of this show said IMDb correctly.
Sorry. I hate those letters, like, George.
I am BM.
They go together my way. Nobody else's way.
All right, so let's start the movie. All right.
Yeah, it starts with fishing.
We start off fishing. Two kids fishing.
Nice.
And they're in Acapulco. It's nicely shot. Honestly, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
They catch.
And when it goes, they go, mira. They see. What do they see, Tim?
They catch a dead body.
Dead guy floating.
That's the best thing you can catch besides like an old tire or a tin can.
Is this a list?
I'm just saying. Everybody hopes they catch a dead body. You're like, another tin can. Did you ever catch a tin can?
Tim, I don't know about. I never caught a tin can.
Or a fish?
I never caught a boot. I've caught a fish. Never caught a dead body.
I went fishing in Cape Cod, and the worst thing was you wanted to fish over a pier to get fish. You know what happens? There's a lot of little squids, and they clamp onto your bait with their beak. And they won't let go, so you got to reel them up. Halfway up, they let go and fall back in the water. That was my annoying fishing adventure in Cape Cod as a kid.
Good story, Tim.
Well, I never saw that. Squids just bite onto your...
You can actually see them?
Oh, yeah. They come up, you reel them up halfway, and they let go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We talk about stuff in the show, George.
Yep.
Kill each other.
So the kids bring in the dead guy, and then we see a guy called the inspector, I guess. That's all they ever call him.
Two guys, yeah.
And he's talking with some other guy, and they're talking about, this is like the fifth pro wrestler that's washed up dead.
In Acapulco.
In Acapulco.
Athletes,
we keep having all these professional...
He says athletes at first.
They said athletes at first, and then they specified pro wrestlers.
They complain about the liberal news media.
Yeah. They did, which I thought was interesting. Like, of course, the liberal news media. So they think there's a serial killer. And then a guy comes in who I think is Mario, right?
Believe
Mario
so.
Robles.
I call him Detective Man.
Yeah, because I didn't... Yeah, she has there's a couple of sidekick characters in this, and I hadn't really figured out who was who yet, and I was not going to rewind this.
No.
So this guy sits down, and he's like, so what's going on in the case? And they tell him a little bit more, like, dead professional wrestlers washing up everywhere. And then he's like, well, I have good news. I am one of two people in the world who knows the true identity of Batwoman. Yes. She's coming. They're like, oh boy, Batwoman. And the third guy, who they never bother explaining who he is like, I'm sorry, I don't know this woman. Who is this? Right. Oh, we should mention also, notes for this one are a little bit trickier. Normally, Tim and I think we both take notes as we watch the movie. This movie was in subtitles only. There was no English dub. So I didn't take any notes as I was watching. I was just putting all my attention into watching it. So I wrote notes after. So
is this you trying to make excuses for your
I'm just saying that, I mean,
performance?
No, I think I'll be honest. I think these are better notes than I usually do because I was watching the movie so closely instead of taking notes. Also reading it, so a lot of it was being burnt into my brain that way. I think I had better than usual recollection. It's just the movie had a lot of the same things happened over and over again. And then stuff like I didn't know who Mario Robles or Tony was yet, so I couldn't tell who was.
Well, he says Batwoman. She's hard to describe. She lives in Central City and she uses her vast wealth.
Oh, I have the exact quote. Can I read the whole thing? She's a wonderful woman, immensely rich, who lives in the capital city. She has put her fortune to the service of justice, fighting untiringly against evil. Equipped with little common qualities, what the fuck does that mean? In a short time, she managed to dominate all sports. And under a mask and the nickname of the Batwoman, she became an extraordinary fighter.
And why was that hard to describe?
For justice.
That's how he started. Hard to describe, but he did a good job.
Also, what does it mean, equipped with little common qualities? I guess that means, like, there's nothing that's normal about her. She's always superior and everything.
They say she's good at all sports, but they just show her shooting guns a lot at targets. Like, all sports, and she's shooting
which is
them.
funny, because, like, Batman, the one thing he doesn't do is shoot guns. So it's like, well, that's ironic.
Sure.
They also showed her. They did show her awkwardly jumping sideways into the water to scuba to snorkel, and they showed her snorkeling. It actually segued from this into just a weird scene of her deep snorkeling,
and then paragliding. She was like gliding, like when they come to get her.
Oh, I don't remember that. Did she paraglide?
Briefly.
Oh, okay.
But she's really good at all sports, George, and they left out some.
All sports. Okay, well, let's hear him. List. I'm glad I had a list here. I moved it. I'm very glad.
There's just a few odd sports that Batwoman was really good at. There's shin kicking. That's a traditional English sport where opponents kick each other's shins until one person falls down. And
I'm glad you explained that because I wouldn't have guessed what shin kicking was.
And Batman, wow, I'm going to say this through the whole episode.
Batwoman
often wins because she always shouts, "Let she without shin cast the first kick," and nobody kicks her.
So are you saying that Batwoman has no shins?
George, I'm not explaining these.
Because she kicks.
It's a joke.
She kicks first. No, I need to explain.
She without shin.
Folks, I want you to know, the actor, Maura Monti, who played Batwoman, she has shins. Her legs were quite long, as a matter of fact.
Moving on. Extreme ironing. It's an activity where people iron clothes in remote or dangerous locations.
That's not
and Batwoman, she irons her outfit on her butler's balls, which is a dangerous and remote location.
Seems cruel.
It
seems cruel to poor Alfredo.
And the last one, bog snorkeling. Competitors race through a trench filled with muddy water using snorkels and flippers. And Batwoman is good at this because, as she says, I waded through this shitty script you call the Batwoman movie, so bog snorkeling is a snap.
I think bog snorkeling is something else in Urban Dictionary.
I think so. But it is a real sport. Those are all real sports. You believe me?
I believe you, especially the ironing one, because you need to have a butler and whose balls to iron. That all makes sense.
No, they're real.
No, I don't believe you.
Okay, I'll send you stuff later.
Why?
She's a wrestler.
Put it on our Discord.
I will.
Yeah.
Well, she's a wrestler.
Batwoman is, and it is funny when we see all the different sports, we see briefly her wrestling, and it's hilariously how obvious it's a different woman who's doing.
Because she wears a full Batman outfit.
She's got a full Batman outfit except for the logo, but it's like Adam West Batman outfit. We should mention this when she is the titular Batwoman in this movie. Most of the time, her costume it's a mask that looks similar to the Adam West Batman one from the '60s, a short cape.
Yep.
They're both made of like really plasticky material that seems kind of waterproof.
Two-piece bathing suit.
Gloves, a boot, and boots and a bikini. Yeah,
yep.
That's her outfit.
Very small bikini.
She's very she's a very gorgeous woman. You can see what the appeal of this movie is. But when she is wrestling, she is head to toe gray and blue, yellow utility belt. Also, she's like a different woman who's much shorter and much heavier. And who's like really good wrestler or like flipping people around, but it's hilarious. I'm like, how do you expect us to think that's the same person?
I'm not sure if Batwoman wrestles all the time, but she's infiltrating the wrestling industry because that's where athletes are being stolen from and murdered, right? I got that right?
Yeah. No, she is actually, they say in this stuff, she actually is a wrestler. Okay. Yeah. Because if you remember, she goes to the gym where they're all operating out of, and like the media is actually following her.
That's right.
So she's actually famous.
Yes.
And like, what do you do? And she's like, I'm going to get to the bottom of all these dead wrestlers. So we see this gym, and there's Batwoman, a couple other women. They're off to the side doing something. There's this blind guy whose job is to apparently help the wrestlers with their different financial stuff. And there's a guy called the Swedish.
He's pretending to be blind, right? Are you worried about spoilers?
Well, yeah, but spoilers, Jim. Spoilers.
We're just talking through. Sorry, what did you say? I talked right over you. And there's another character.
Oh. And there's a wrestler there.
Right.
There's several wrestlers. A guy called the Swedish. And the blind guy goes to him. He's like, what does he say? He goes, I got you that boat you wanted to get a boat. I got you one for half price. He's like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to take out later today. I'm going to catch a big fish this big. And like, I'm like, oh, well, clearly you're the next victim.
Did he do his hands as big as the man next to him? Is that why he said this big?
He literally showed that I couldn't hear exactly what he said, but something, it was like, Manche des manos, like the fish between these hands or something, and he held it up.
Interesting.
But, yep.
Between these hands. The fish. But what I meant, did he put the hands apart as long as a human man? Or was it like a little person? Like,
how little a person are we talking? This is a weird question.
Mr.
what? Mr.
R2D2.
Mr. R2D2.
That's what I'm talking.
The fish was bigger than Kenny Baker, the man locked inside R2D2. Probably about the size of a Billy Barty, I'd say. How about that? Good. Yeah, okay. Another famous little person, yeah. So we get that much of the setup. At some point, do we cut away to the boat yet? The big boat?
Batwoman are looking at the body in the morgue. That's what I have. They found a body, and they're just in the morgue, remember? They're saying
that was the body that they found in the beginning.
His pineal gland has been drained. It's going to be a hard word.
Yep. He's got a hole in his skull.
There's a lot of pineal gland in this movie.
Yeah. You'll get used to hearing that word a lot.
It's been drained, George. George, you know what happens if you have all your pineal juice drained? I worked hard on this. Well, you have no more pineal juice.
Uh-huh.
You have no more pee.
That's it?
You can no longer make...
Oh, were you trying to make a pee joke?
You can no longer make a pina colada.
No, pineal colada. Say
pineal colada.
If you're going to make a terrible joke like this, you got to sell the pronunciation. Do you like pineal coladas?
Or taking
walks in the rain? Yeah.
That was terrible.
All right, I'm taking over. You're madness. No, you're fucking madness. We need somebody who's... All right.
You're worried about this plot?
Smash cut. Okay. Yeah, because I want to get some stuff in here for my story, maybe, buddy.
Okay.
So at some point, while she's down in the locker room of the wrestling thing, after she shows some of the girls some wrestling moves, she hears somebody upstairs making a phone call that sounds suspicious, like, I got him the boat and stuff. She runs upstairs way too late to do anything.
Yeah.
It was the blind guy who, as Tim revealed, is not really blind, and he's working for someone. Smash cut to, let's say, the Gulf of Mexico. I actually don't know where this is. It's off Acapulco.
Gulf of America.
And we meet... Tim, put your red hat away. We meet, first we see very long, we're told it's a yacht multiple times, but it's clearly a repurposed ferry. And they've written in handwriting, kind of sloppily, the words reptilicus.
I said very sloppy writing.
Maybe a full minute long establishing shots. We slowly go over those words for Slow Joe in the back row who can't read reptilicus.
That's where George Lucas got the idea for opening Star Wars, George. Slow sail by.
Oh my gosh, it is like Star Wars. Yeah.
And that boat looked like it was ready to sink.
Now you don't have to do how this was like Star Wars.
True, George.
And we meet Dr. Eric Williams.
Now, George, let the audience guess for a minute. What was his assistant name be? What do you think, people, in this quality movie? What's the name of his assistant, George?
It's Igor.
Yes.
Of course it is, yeah. So he's a mad scientist, and he's got Igor. We don't really know what he's doing yet. We see he's got a big orange fish in a tank. And by big, it's like 8 inches long.
Yeah.
And he goes, we have to apply pressure to it. And then these bubbles blow in there. And he's like, it didn't take. And I'm like, what is this silliness?
But don't they pull in another body?
Well, he sends out his goons who capture the Swedish who's on his new boats.
And George.
And the new boat. They knock him out. Yeah.
Has a small boat they send out. Now, this big boat's called Reptilicus. Did you see what the name of the little boat was?
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh no, I did not. Tim.
Just Lucy.
No.
Like, come on, you're evil.
Wait, is that for real?
Yes, it said Lucy. I was like, your evil base boat.
Now I'm thinking this is not
is Reptilicus, and the boat you send to kill people is called Lucy. That's all. I just noticed.
I bet you this is a reference to something, right?
No.
Because Reptilicus, I know, was an old movie. It's like a Danish movie, I think. We should watch that.
Yeah.
It's like not Dracula, like a Godzilla type movie. I confused Godzilla and Dracula.
Move on. Thought Lucy would be funny.
All right. So Lucy goes out.
Boat.
They knock out Swedish on his boat. They carry him into the Reptilicus where Igor and Dr. Williams are. And we see what happens. They hook something up to his brain. They anesthetize him so he's out cold. And then this is fucking hilarious because there's real fish in a tank.
Yes.
They put they with a paper clip, they clipped it like a wire to this fish's fin. And then they drain the pineal glands from the Williams, not from Williams, from the Swedish into the fish.
Yes.
Pineal,
okay.
Yes. What did I
thought
say?
you said pineal. I don't know.
Oh, pineal. I don't know. If you are a pineal or pineal gland doctor and you're listening to us, please write to us at SETI BIMCO with an E at the end at gmail.com. So this one is successful. For whatever reason, this time it works. He's like, take the body, throw it in the rock somewhere. So now we get a sense of what's happening. And the fish has been replaced with a small rubber fish monster. No, I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's replaced with like a little fucking screen of like a little swimming guy.
Scuba
it's
guy.
hilarious. It's like I didn't even realize we were supposed to be looking at the tank because it looks like it's just a little camera. I mean, like a little screen. I'm like, oh. And they're like, do you know what this means, Igor? We've created a gill man. We'll give it radiation to make it bigger, but we've finally succeeded. And soon we'll make an army of gill men to take control of the world's oceans.
This is not their plan all along, I guess. They just realized it.
That's a good point. Well, I think it was definitely Dr. Williams, the evil guy's plan, right?
Yes.
Igor, I don't know what his excuse is.
He sounds surprised.
Like, Dr. Williams has an army of goons. He's also killed at this point like 6 or 7 people at least that we know of.
And George, this is important.
What? Yeah, and
this is important because while he's working on the body, the doctor says, I don't know if you caught this line, I don't know very much about the human body. And then he goes, but we're going to drain his pineal gland. I'm like, you're a doctor, right?
Wasn't that actually the doctor? That was the doctor in the autopsy with Batwoman.
Sure?
Says that. I thought so because we don't know much about the human body. I'm like, we don't. I know this movie's kind of old, but I think we had a pretty good hint of. All right, so some doctors know anything about.
But you know why he didn't know about the human body, George?
Oh, it's
I worked hard.
Tim, this is too many lists. You got to pace yourself.
This is the last one.
All right.
Why does this doctor not know much about the human body? He's grossed out by human bodies, especially his own. Okay. In medical school, he missed that day of class.
Okay. Well, one day. Okay.
And he's grossed out by pineal juice. Unless it's used to make a pineal colada.
Pineal colada.
There you
go.
go.
Right. Nice. Save it. While this is all happening at the autopsy scene with Robles, so here's what you need to know about Batwoman. Her real name is Gloria. Only 2 people know her names. There are these 2 guys. They're like her 2 sidekicks. One is called Marcos Robles. One is called Tony Rica. There's 2 guys. She has it seems like they're all hunky. It seems like, and she's very beautiful, but they have like the most sexless, like platonic relationship. But they're all like, they always want like little kisses from her, like not on the lips, like little head kisses, like ooh. It's like a very weird thing.
They don't date her,
but
George.
Somehow
she's kind of messed up. Her parents were killed by Josephine Chill.
We think he has a Bruce Wayne. I like a gender swap. Anyway, or perhaps
that's her origin.
Jacinto Napier. So one of the guys, Tony, I think, gives a clue like, we think that there might be this Dr. Williams. Like he's been in all these spaces. He's a neurologist. He specializes in pineal glands. These guys keep watching him with the pineal glands. He's living in a boat in this order. She's like, well, that's probably him. So rather than be Batwoman, she first shows up, just goes on a normal boat as Gloria, just goes up to, she goes, hey, I want to speak to the doctor. And Igor's like, you can't. Get out of here. She's like, no, I just want to tell him it's me.
That was a weird
Who are you?
bit.
She's like, no, get out of here. So I'm like, so weird because it's so obvious because like the next act is like the next scene is her doing the same thing as Batwoman. So clearly they're like, do you think that lady was like Batwoman? Like, obviously, right? A beautiful woman came up and then like Batwoman comes. So as Batwoman, she does scuba dive. Right? No.
Yeah. She has one of those little motors that pulls you along.
She scuba or snorkeled this one. Yeah.
I don't know what those are called, George.
The tank. And she's scuba tanks.
Well, it has a motor. It pulls
like
her.
The air was in the tank. She had it like she left it down in there. So she leaves. And so her costume is she's wearing like the little tiny cape, the little waterproof cape, the little hat, the little bikini bottoms, little boots, which are also flippers.
Yes.
Little flipper boots.
Very tiny
and her little gloves.
And her little swimsuit.
Yeah. And then she sneaks onto the boat. And she's all walking around, looking around stuff. She looks through goes into a lab and
peeks through the keyhole.
She's looking in through she's looking through a keyhole. She sees the little screen of the fish. She's like, what is that a little guy swimming? Or what is that little tiny thing? And then she sees the doctors and she's so busy watching this that these goons just walk up on her. And they're like, hands in the air, lady. And then there's just like a long running fighting kick and stuff. And
well, they bring her into the room. She doesn't fight at first.
Escapes.
Then she attacks.
Of course. I left out this important part.
Yeah.
She's fighting them. And then as she's fighting these guys, kicking them and flipping them, she throws acid in the face of Dr. Williams on half his face.
Yep.
So he essentially is Two-Face from here on in.
Or the Phantom of the Reptilicus.
Dos caras.
Dos caras.
Wait, what?
Dos caras. Or the Phantom of the Reptilicus.
Yeah, but which one of those things has a connection to Batman?
Well, he's just got his face burned. He's like Phantom. That's all. That's all.
You know his face burned?
Phantom is connected to Batman.
Dos caras.
Yes.
Dos caras. All right. So she escapes. Oh, also, I want to mention all this is done during broad daylight.
Oh, yeah. No nighttime Batman. No
and
nighttime
at this
shots.
point, this is when I moved, not in this entire movie about a woman called Batwoman, who, at least in one of the synopses I read, said she goes out and fights crime at night. So here's my list. And Tim, this is a rare move.
A rare move? Why? What?
It's a list. It's you're going to strap yourself in, buddy. It's list after list. You're going to get 2 lists in rapid formation.
I love it.
My first list, things that bats are actually good at.
Okay. Eat bugs.
Right?
Eat bugs. Okay,
Number
go ahead.
1, flying.
Okay.
Number 2, sonar. Number 3, being nocturnal.
Okay.
Number 4, giving people rabies.
It's wrong.
Number 5, eating bugs.
Right.
Number 6, striking terror to the hearts of criminals who are a cowardly and superstitious lot.
Wrong.
Number 7, hitting baseballs. Oh, that's the wrong sort of bat. And the number 8 thing that bats are actually good at, making guano.
Yes. These are all true facts except for 2. We're the show that informs and entertains.
How is rabies not a thing?
It could happen, but I think people just assume it too much, you know.
Okay. And what was the other thing you
striking the fear into
striking terror?
Terror, yeah.
Hearts of criminals, a cowardly superstitious lot.
Yeah.
I think a little certain Detective Comics would disagree with you, Mister.
But you know what? The only people that are terrorized by bats are like elderly people in their house when a bat gets in. Everybody else kind of deal with it.
I think if I recall the actual quote, so those of you who don't know, that's the quote that Batman, Bruce Wayne, in his first appearance, he was staring in his fireplace saying that criminals are a cowardly, superstitious lot. I need something to strike fear into their hearts. And just then a bat flies through his window. So that's how he becomes Batman. It could, if just then a squirrel had flown through his window, totally different world. So that's what that's reference to. But now, Tim, I have a second list.
Number 2.
Using this movie as an example, this is a list of things that bats are presumably good at, according to this movie.
All right.
Using Batwoman as her example, all right? 1, being rich. Yep. Bats are good at being rich. So is Bruce Wayne, so maybe that's true.
True.
2, scuba diving, because there's so much fucking scuba diving in this movie.
It's exciting.
3, being completely diurnal. Not a single night scene in this entire movie, like you said. 4, maintaining platonic friendships with men who are clearly in love with her.
True.
That's very specific, yeah. Number 5, looking smoking hot in a bikini. Something else a bat's good at. Number 6, when wrestling, transforming into a completely different woman who is at least half a head shorter and 50 pounds heavier. That's something bats are good at. Number 7, dressing up as Batman, kinda. That's something bats are good at.
Kinda.
And the number 8 on this list, things that bats are presumably good at according to this movie, making guano.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
I remember that part.
Yeah, that's a weird scene. It's just like
scene.
suddenly she just drops her bikini bottoms and just is like, this could be used later as fuel, she explains to the people she makes eye contact with as she uncomfortably relieves herself.
Fuel? I thought it was soup. Oh, no, that's bird spit soup.
Wait.
That's a soup.
Explain this to me.
There's a soup made of bird spit of a certain bird that makes nests on the side of a cliff, and people go and get it and boil it and make soup. I'm not lying.
Can't imagine.
Not lying.
I would have to be so hungry before I ate that.
Yeah.
Maybe if it gave me powers. Like if it gave me the power to fly for like an hour, I would do it.
Yeah. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, George.
All right. So she created Dos Caras and escaped. And next we have a scene where he's being treated for like his acid burns by Igor and his goons in the background. He goes, now we have to change our focus. Now we need to seek revenge on the Batwoman. You minions have to catch her.
And he also at one point said, I need wrestlers, more wrestlers. And I'm like, why? Why does that be wrestlers? There's other people working.
He says wrestlers. Well, he says why?
Because they're athletes,
but he says
right?
like, because they're because it will unleash the full physicality. Like he doesn't want wimpy little fish people. He wants big macho fish people who can like bench press people and give suplexes and do flips out of the ring and shit.
What I'm saying is, aren't there some football players, some rugby players?
No, this is Mexico, Tim. There's 2 types of people.
Just wrestlers.
No, there's 3 types of people in Mexico, okay?
Okay.
Smoking hot ladies in bikinis, guys who dress up as bumblebees, and professional wrestlers. That's every
true.
single person.
That's true.
I know this from watching The Simpsons.
Yep.
Yeah.
There goes our Mexican listeners.
All right. Yep. None of them. Do we have any? I forgot.
Yeah,
we do, actually. Yeah. Somehow, I think they just literally use a telescope. They see her getting on shore from escaping, right?
Ooh.
They follow her in her car to like a beach resort. And so all the goons are there. There's like 2 cars full of goons. There's like 4 dudes with guns, right?
And all
like handguns.
And all the women get in their swimsuits to go to a party. And the guys are like, how do we know who she is? It's just a bunch of beautiful ladies.
Which is hilarious. He's like, it's impossible to know who she is. I'm like, but we know her car.
Yes.
So she's hanging out on the beach. Now she's there with Robles and Tony again.
Who are
right?
in their
they're just sitting on the beach, and they're in their clothes. It's kind of beachy clothes. Okay. Robles has like white shoes on.
Well, I just wanted to say throughout this movie, they treat her like, calm down. You're making up stories. Calm down. They do a lot to her. For
a movie where it's Batwoman, where she's literally a superhero, there's some pretty weird sexist shit. Because I don't know, like it seems like sexism was so bad back in the 60s. Like even when there's literally no reason to have it in there, you just have to. It's like the guys are like, we've got like 15 minutes without putting down women in some way. Let's put it in. Let's do something. Like they just had to get it in.
They did. Got it a lot.
So they wait there while they talk about it on the beach, and she's talking about like her plans and stuff and blah,
plans
blah, blah.
for life.
And then, she's like, I'm going to become one day. Now I'm a Batwoman, but one day I'll become a baddie old woman.
True.
And they're like, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
You'll be afraid of bats.
So I don't remember why Tony leaves. He gets to go back and do whatever the fuck Tony
he puts
does.
her down. He gets a phone call. Like, what's going on? He goes, you just stay here. It's best I go alone.
That's Robles. I don't remember why Tony leaves. Tony goes
with Robles everywhere.
Yeah, Robles is like, she's like, is everything okay? He's like, no, you stay here. It's not safe for you. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm a superhero. And so he leaves and does whatever. We never find out what it's about. Or I guess they find another body maybe or something.
Together,
I don't know. They aren't, though.
Oh.
I think you're mixing Tony up with the commissioner guy.
Yeah, there's 2 guys always together.
Like there's a lot of fucking generic looking dudes.
You think I followed who those 2 guys were?
No, clearly not. So she's left there alone at the resort. She decides, well, it's time for me to go. Remember, only 2 people in the world know who she is because she really does a good job of keeping her secret identity. She goes in the locker room, changes into Batwoman, gets in her car, the same car she arrived in. And we have the shittiest car chase ever, where it's just her riding along the road, kind of.
There's no other traffic either.
And the 2 guys, no other traffic. A lot of screeching noises for no reason. And finally, they pull her over. And the guys, she's like, "Are you going to shoot me in the back of the head?" They go, "Tempting, but no, something much worse. We're going to take you and drain your pineal gland." And then she walks away to the cliff and like pulls out a weird gun.
I think she was pretending to do her makeup, and it became a gun. Like, what?
It was like a compact
Oh my
mirror,
God.
right? Yeah, and it's like he shoots a gun out of one of the guy's hands, and then
She beats them. She shoots all their guns out, and then they fight hand to hand.
yep, and she
She goes,
beats him up.
bang, pow.
Yeah,
I expected that.
you did.
The bang
you what?
pows. I expected them like Batman.
Oh, you thought it was gonna be like how in the Batman 2, but it would have been cool because it would have been in Spanish,
Yep.
right? So it would have been like El Bango.
Yeah, they fight, and then
Yeah.
the police come because they found another dead body, I believe. They're
Yeah.
like, the gland juice has been extracted.
Is it when she's fighting the goons that they stick the electric device on her cape?
I think so. But
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I wrote it in my notes
the
because I
blind
kept
man
notes, I
does
was
it
like,
later because she thinks he's blind.
Oh, he does? Okay.
But at this point, Batwoman
All right.
knows that Dr. Eric is behind the attacks, but the detectives are telling her to calm down. Stop.
Or Dos Caras, as we're
Dos
calling him.
Caras. They tell her to calm down. She's being emotional. That's what they do. But now the scientists, they take this little swimming thing, little doll, and they're taking it out into the ocean. And
And they give it
like,
radiation.
we're going to give it radiation so it can grow to normal man size and a man in a costume.
Mm-hmm.
Not Kenny Baker size. That would have been scary.
Nope.
Better. But he becomes a man in a costume.
And it looks, if you've ever seen Land of the Lost, if you remember the Slee Stacks, it looks so much like the Slee Stacks that I kind of thought maybe the Slee Stacks was like a 60s show and they shared costumes.
But
It's like, because the Slee Stacks are like reptile sort of things that have bug eyes. This is like a weird reptile fishy thing with bug eyes. It's just red and Slee Stacks are green.
yes.
But yes, they make a big thing.
He fights with the scuba divers, then they capture it and bring it back to the Reptilicus boat.
That was a weird, pointless scene.
well,
I guess they just wanted to show how cool the monster
wanted to
was.
say
And he
they-
goes, prepare the wet mattress.
They
which I
wanted to
thought
say
was really fun.
wet mattress. Not a damp mattress, but a wet mattress.
Wet mattress. I'm like, what is this, the Hamilton's house?
Get that mattress that Tim Hamilton slept on.
So, yeah.
Fishman, two guys torment the Fishman, and he escapes and attacks them, and then the doctor comes in, and they calm him down with a high-pitched sound. They keep knocking him out with it.
Wow, I don't remember that at all.
That's what they always do. He turns on a high-pitched sound, and the Fishman kind of falls asleep. You never saw that? They had to do it once.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the Fishman is named
Yeah,
Pisces.
Pisces.
Like Pisces. Pisces. Just throw that in there. Once again, she goes scuba diving, but this not as Batwoman as Gloria to go look on their boat, and then she sees the fish monster, and she has a fight underwater with the fish monster.
Well, George, the PCs, they've just made him, and they say to him, "Go grab Batwoman, go grab Batwoman," and the sea creature does this. Didn't you notice
but she
that?
luckily is just happened to be. No, I didn't.
Oh.
I must have zoned out. For
Well,
a
I was
little bit.
wondering. I'm telling you this because I was wondering why the Fishman can understand English.
That's a good question. Also, why can the Fishman? Because when he goes after her, she's dressed as Gloria,
and not Batwoman?
so the Fishman is now one of 3 people who knows who Gloria is. Okay.
But why is the Fishman not understand English? Well, believe it or not, George.
Oh, is this a list?
He grew up in
Oh, no.
Mexico, but his mom sent him to America for school because he was floundering in his Spanish lessons. Floundering, that Fishman was. He spent all his time learning English because math class made him crabby. Crabby George.
All right.
He encountered a lot of American sailors who loved him, and thus he was often covered in semen. Yes, he learned a lot of salty English terms from those sailors. He also got a case of the crabs.
You already used crabs.
It's crabby.
Yeah, same thing. Using the same animal twice. Tim, once is okay. Using the same animal twice, that makes it more of a fluke.
Oh, yeah.
See what I did? Yeah. You got to have a porpoise to what
Nice.
you're saying, Tim. Oh, see what I do
You're
in
doing
here?
it.
You have an entire ocean of animals to choose from and use crab twice.
It's in a hurry. Press for time.
All right. So she encounters. Can we move on from your list? Are you still
That
more?
was
Okay.
it.
She encounters.
semen,
She's
George.
Gloria. She's scuba diving amongst all the semen. We're watching her in her bikini. The orange fish monster PCs comes after her. He's trying to grab her. She pulls up what they call a submarine flare, and they're like, he's afraid of water. And fire. And it's like this little glowing thing. So she leaves it on the ground. He won't move until it goes out. Yeah, it's tiny. It looks like a cigarette butt. But she escapes back up to the boat where she and Robles were in the boat. And she's like, there's a monster down there. He's like, calm down. You're being hysterical. Whoa. And then the monster comes out. Whoa. And because she's very capable as long as Robles isn't around, she's like screaming, and he pulls out gasoline, pours it on the monster, and then lights the gasoline on fire. So there's a burning slick in Acapulco, and then they drive away.
That was cruel. They didn't know who that creature was. I thought that was very cruel.
Yeah, because he's like, afterwards they see them talking like at her house bar. I don't know what it is. There's this spot where they have these weird shaped glasses they're always drinking strange fluids out of. And he's like, I don't know what that creature was, but it's like, you didn't know what it was. He set it on fire or tried to. I mean, so it's actually her house, because then he's like, well, I'm going to spend the night because it's not safe. She's like, again, motherfucker, I'm a superhero. You're a guy wearing white slacks after Labor Day. I don't know what like. He's like, and because it's a completely sexless and just he's like going to sleep on the couch.
He's like, well, it's been decided. I'm staying
because I'm the man. El hombre.
Now, where's the bathroom?
And he,
I got a big deuce to drop.
And then he, oh man, it's like it's a terrible spatter. That's weird they included that, isn't it?
Yes.
Just like 5 minutes of him green apple splattering all over.
He
that
turns
place.
the TV on really loud. Eats crackers on her couch.
Unfortunately, it's the fart Olympics, so it doesn't cover up his noise at all. It just makes it worse. She goes upstairs and she sees her Batwoman costume sitting there, and she notices the listening device on it.
Tracking. Oh, it is listening too. Sorry, what? You're true. You're true.
Is it both? Okay. Well, it's an electric device, right? It's this thing, and instead of saying anything or even remotely preparing, she knows it's there. She's like, and she clicks it on her little sleeping outfit.
Yeah,
lapel
pajamas.
Yeah, and just goes.
She's
to
in
sleep.
a little sexy nighty, George. I know you don't want to say it.
Yeah, it's a sexy night.
She want to see.
Watch this one. Cablasto, you're not going to see anything really, but she's still a very attractive woman, Cablasto. So she's laying there asleep with Robles asleep, cross-armed, like in his fart juice downstairs on the couch.
Eating crackers.
And this device is keyed by Dos Caras to send PCs, the fish monster. So he walks into her house George,
past
the fucking sleeping dork.
We're incorrect on one point. This is supposed to be at night. I think it was shot for day, but...
Oh, you're right. This was one scene like she's sleeping.
I think it's shot for day, whatever you call it.
You're right, Tim.
But anyway.
Yeah, Dave shot for...
He sneaks in.
It's inside, so you don't really see him.
Doesn't wake up anybody.
He's in a room.
Monster.
Walks right past that fucking guy who's just sleeping in his own farts downstairs. He's looming over her. She wakes up. She starts screaming because all of a sudden, there's a man nearby, so she's an idiot all of a sudden. And the monster, I guess, just picks her up. We don't see a fight. He's just carrying her in her sexy little nightie. Robles wakes up downstairs. He's like, oh, he runs in. He gets in kind of a fight with it where it kind of pushes him on his chest, and he like kind of swoons holding his throat for a little bit. And he wakes up and he follows the monster out into the beach where he's carrying her like
into the water,
limp, half naked form into the water. He shoots him once, which doesn't do anything, so it makes him drop her. Later, we see this monster just taking gunshots point blank, like nothing. But then the two of them are like wrestling with it in the water for a little bit. And then it escapes, and that stops the device from working.
She tears it off, I think,
because it gets wet.
And she says later,
and
which blows my mind. Gonna blow your mind?
What?
She's like, yes, I knew it was a tracker. I thought I would draw them to my house. I didn't think it would be the sea creature.
Monster. I didn't think
she went to sleep. Well, if you're gonna wait to trap someone,
it wouldn't have mattered if it was. It could have. They could have sent Billy Barty and Kenny Baker there. They still would have gotten in past those two, and they would have savaged her with their little tiny person strength. She
didn't prepare for this at all.
So watching this remotely or listening to this is Dr. Dos Caras and Igor and the goons. And they're like, oh, the water's making the device not work, which seems like a real design error given.
It's a sea creature.
They're like, so they're actually surprised when the sea creature comes back and he's not there. Like, how did they do this? Now, Tim, I'm going to interrupt with IMDb.
Yeah.
This is from IMDb Goofs.
Oh.
I wrote, some wad took the time to write this. The tracker device on Batwoman was ruined and stopped working when it fell in the water when PCs tried to kidnap her. However, later, Batwoman puts the tracker device on Williams' lab coat so that PCs will attack Williams, and the device is operational again. Batwoman's skills were described at the beginning, and at no point is it said that she has any mechanical abilities.
Mechanical abilities.
Some fucking asshole took time out of their life to write this as a goof.
As a goof? As a goof.
That was in the IMDb goof section. This whole movie is goofs.
I know it is all goofs.
Like, this is an accident. Like, and in his mind also, if only that little montage in the beginning where we see her shooting guns and wrestling as a different person, all that stuff. If it had been, she's like, I'm also good at fixing electronics. He'd be like, that's not a goof anymore. Fuck you, dude.
See, he wanted to see all her other skills too, like me.
Yeah. Tim, but all the skills you wrote was like, I want to see if she's good at jumping rope naked and hopscotch naked.
I don't remember those.
Being naked.
Don't remember those.
So the monster comes back. Dos Caras is like, I don't understand what's happening. Well, we know what we're going to do? And he says to her, we're going to kidnap that guy, Robles, she's always about hanging out with, and the inspector. If the police aren't looking for her anymore, they won't look for us. So they kidnap him.
He thinks it's an amazing plan, by the way. He's like...
Yeah, he's obviously a moron.
I know, but he loves this plan. It's like the third plan.
He leaves a note at the gym like, we've kidnapped the inspector and your friend Robles. Don't go to the police or we'll kill them. Come meet us at the boat.
But you're missing how they captured the bad guys.
You want to say?
He just lays in the road next to his motorcycle. And those guys are like, oh no, an accident.
Which is actually, I mean, you're relying on the innate goodness of the person. I think most people would stop for the accident. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was just lying like he's taking a nap. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No fake blood.
Yeah, but it wasn't even like an awkward position. It was just like laying. All right. So now Batwoman gets the note at the gym. She shows up to the boat in her bikini again, like steps about 5 feet until a guy comes with the gun and goes, hands up. She gets apprehended. It brings her in to see Dos Caras. And so there's Dos Caras and the inspector are like trussed up with their hands over their heads. No.
Yes.
Robles and the inspector.
She's on the table.
And Dos Caras is like, you two will be the first extraños ever to see what's going to happen next. We're going to put the pidio juice from the Batwoman into a fish and make the first fish woman.
No, that's stupid.
Maybe this will be better with women. Maybe women are better at this sort of thing. Probably not, guys? Because they're all sexist pieces of shit.
But she says, hey, don't you know anything about human anatomy? I'm a woman. I don't have any penile juice. I don't even have a pearl necklace.
Actually,
I don't know. She's got no penile juice. She's a woman.
Folks, this is what happens when I don't. If Tim had an extra 2 days,
I don't even have a pearl necklace.
Like prepare, it would have been so good. Are you talking like when people jizz on someone's neck?
Yeah. Now you're putting 2 and 2 together.
That's dirty. Why are you being dirty? So then she throws up a scuffle at the last second, and this is when, as I mentioned in what the IMDb goof was, she slaps the sticker, the thing on Dos Caras' lab coat. So he straps her into the table. He's about to suck her brain juice out. When the door gets knocked in, it's the monster.
PCs.
He's trying to kill his PC's trying to kill the doctor. Doctor screaming, "No! How did this happen?" Robles gets loose. He unties.
Fishman destroys everything. That's what I wrote here.
Fishman destroys everything. It's all on fire. They all run. They get off. We have a faraway shot of the boat, which is now clearly a model. It blows the fuck up.
All dead, George.
It's a big explosion.
Hope you didn't have plans for those characters for your sequel. They're dead. They're dead.
Unless we involve there's a way to bring them back
fishermen,
to life.
they're dead. Those Fisher kids. They're dead.
The Fisher kids at the beginning, they were just on the shore and shrapnel from the fish bodies flew into their brains. That's so sad. I can't use them either. So then later, after the boat explodes the fuck up, we see Tony. He's back from where the fuck he fucked off to, and Robles are sitting there drinking out of the unusually shaped glasses that they keep seeing him out of it. And they're like, I wonder if God intervened to help us because that monster showed up just the right moment. They're like, yeah, it must have been God. And then Batwoman walks out. You didn't catch that?
I did not catch that.
She goes, it wasn't divine intervention. I discovered the night before the device, and I stuck it on his coat. And what if they didn't come at the right moment? She goes, then we'd be dead. They all laugh, ha 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 ha. And then like we have great adventures. And then suddenly she screams, oh, it's terrible. It's so horrible. And she jumps up in both their arms at the same time because she sees a mouse.
Sees a mouse.
And there's a little mouse there. And they go, like, the two guys are like, women. And that's how the fucking movie ends. Yeah.
She never survived at the Hamilton household.
Man.
But yeah.
So weird that like they do this movie about like a superwoman who's like beating up people left and right. But like they keep doing these moments where they like have to be like kind of like, yeah, but she's still just a dumb girl. But guys,
that guy was always there to help her. Yep. The end.
And he sucked.
Yeah, he sucked.
Yeah.
Smoked a cigarette.
Yeah, there was many scenes of people smoking cigarettes while medical experiments are going. We didn't mention that. It was the 60s. What a hell of a time.
It helps your pineal gland if you smoke.
Now we have the part of the show where Tim and George talk about how this movie is like Star Wars and Labyrinth.
You go first, because I just realized I didn't write how this is
George
like
I like to say how this is like Star Wars. And George Lucas, we went over this before. George, he famously said to Carrie Fisher, no bras in space. Don't wear a bra. Remember that?
You're doing that one again.
No, I'm just telling you. Remember that? That's a fact, people.
Yeah.
It's on,
yeah. This is true. Tim brought this up in a previous episode. I didn't believe him. But yeah, apparently Carrie Fisher was not allowed to wear a bra as Princess
George
Leia.
said no bras in space.
And then ironically in the third movie, all she's wearing is a bra. So fuck you, George Lucas.
He said no bras in space. And this director of this movie obviously said, leave no space in this bra to contain Batwoman's breasts. Because there wasn't much bra there. Right?
No. In fact, there was a scene when she was scuba diving. There were like where my screen temporarily pixelated. And I thought it was because she was nude.
Yeah, me too.
Because it was so shape forming.
I was like, oh boy, let me.
Yep. Oh boy. I had Kevin Cablasto's number on speed dial. Yeah. And so this is when I say how this is like Labyrinth. I couldn't think of anything. I was hoping as we talked, I would have a great idea.
The fish creature does not remind you of any.
You know what? When the fish creature is
When what's the name of the detective? That hangs out with her.
Inspector, and then there's Robles.
When he hung out at her house farting like that, that smell.
Yeah. Oh, that scene that didn't really happen. Yeah.
Helping you out.
How about the little fish monster when it became a little piece of rubber puppet? It looked like the worm that invites people in to have tea with the missus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we got.
That's funny.
All right. Yep. Okay.
Okay. Revenge. Wherever you are, wherever you're hiding, I'll find you. I'll get you.
Revenge.
All right. Can I go first?
You can go first.
You
go first, George. Make it
all
good.
Right,
Here's your music.
The question is, nice. Let me groove into those tunes for a little. Yeah. So as you know, we are America's foremost revenge-themed podcast. We spent some time getting away from that, where we even asked the question, it was like an existential question, does this movie even deserve a revenge sequel? And the answer is always going to be yes. Every movie does, even movies that have sequels. So here is the sequel for Batwoman, okay? So it's going to, I'm going to use a little bit of my, this is going to be a little bit Spanglish in honor of the Mexican roots of this too. The time is Navidad. It picks up about, I assume this is the summer, like 6 months after this movie, right? And we're still in Acapulco. And there is a businessman, we'll call him Maximo Shreko. And he's opening up a new business or something there. And his business gets discovered by his secretario, who's a man named Sal Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Sal Kyle.
He pushes Sal Kyle out a window, and Sal Kyle is resurrected by a bunch of cats, and he becomes Hombre de Gato.
Oh.
And he gets in a big fight with Mujer de Marci. And yeah, but at the same time, wouldn't you know it, there's another guy. His name is El Pinguino.
Jeez.
And he's running to become the alcalde de Capital City, if you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. And so like there's a three-way battle between these two, right? When like Batwoman, she's like, what am I going to do? And she ends up beating them somehow. And along the way, she's got these two guys that's always helping her. Mm-hmm. What's his name? Robles and Tony. Okay. They become superheroes too, and their names are Petit Rojo and Ala Nocturna, which translates as Robin and Nightwing.
Okay.
Yep. And they all get in a big three-way battle, and it's all exciting, and Christmas is saved. And at the end, the commissioner comes up, and he hands Batwoman a card for someone named La Bromista, and goes, this crazy guy's handing out smiley faces uptown. Bam! Batwoman 3 coming soon.
Did they sing Feliz Navidad?
No, they don't, because she's not happy about it. They sing.
No, they have.
They sing.
What? They probably drink some pina coladas. Pina coladas. Pina coladas.
They sing pina coladas. Yeah.
And they sing that song
in honor, and they say "Para dos caras," and they go "Salud." That's my sequel. Yeah, it's good.
Not mine, George. People.
All right, everybody, get ready. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be long, everybody. It's gonna be real long.
I'm making them shorter and shorter. That's the BIMCO promise. Shorter stories every week. So we saw that mouse.
I like if the BIMCO promise was just shorter. BIMCO promise, we're shorter.
So we saw that mouse at the end of this movie.
Oh, good point for a sequel.
That
Tim.
mouse? Yeah.
Tim, how do you say mouse in Spanish?
Well, I call him the evil Dr. Rodento. Okay. In
Nice.
this sequel, Dr. Rodento is out for revenge as Batwoman has thwarted his plans years ago when she solved his nefarious Limburger baby scheme back when Rodento was part of the Monterey Jack gang. But she never, Batwoman didn't recognize him at the end of this movie because she has mouse face blindness. Word has it that Dr. Rodento was going to make a stink at the little-known obscure Olympics. As you remember, Batwoman is an expert in all sports. So she heads to the Olympics.
Including those three you made up.
To enter all the events and find out what Dr. Rodento is up to. Oh. Police, I'll let it go by. Here come the police.
It's just giving flavor.
So
Holy shit,
What?
Tim. Extreme ironing really is a sport.
Yeah, I told you. You didn't believe me.
Yeah. There's an article in Cool of the Wild that says extreme ironing, a dangerous, daring, and daft
See,
pursuit.
it's dangerous. Iron on people's balls.
Doesn't mention ironing on people's balls, though. I think that's just your own weirdness. All right.
So she enters all the Olympic events to find out what Dr. Rodentus is up to. She does events like...
Rodentus now.
Rodento. She does events like the Tom Sawyer fencing event. That's where you have to fight with rapiers while convincing other people to paint your fence. Yeah.
Or it would have been better if it was convincing them to fight for you.
All right.
All
The book depository sprint. You have to run the 1 minute mile while trying to convince people you're a patsy. Boxing Day. People simply argue about why the British can't just call it the day after Christmas like everyone else. Yeah.
Do they argue while boxing one another?
Sometimes.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
There's the What About bobsledding event. You have to sled down a hill while annoying Richard Dreyfuss. Eh. Then there's the erotic Top Gun volleyball competition.
Tell me more about this
That's self-explanatory. They reenact the volleyball game from Top Gun. That's it.
Oh, from Top Gun, yeah. I thought you meant actual guns. I got excited because I love guns.
Nope. Just smooth bodies. Smooth like a dolphin.
Rippling man flesh. Jiggling like a dolphin.
So she also enters Judo. That's a hand-to-hand combat in which two combatants try to knock each other's yarmulkes off.
Oh, it is. You were going Jew. Okay.
Not offensive, right? I hope not.
No.
There's
If it is, write to us at
Tell us.
SETIBIMCO@gmail.com. Yeah. Is Tim being insensitive?
There's also
to
judo.
A lot of cultures it could be.
Do I insult judo?
Yeah. To judo practitioners, to Jews,
There's
to yarmulkes.
There's water Marco Polo. That's just teams of 7-year-olds let loose in a pool.
That is a real sport, though. I mean, a real game. Marco Polo is a game we play in pools. Okay.
And it's Olympic, George. Rugby or not to be. Team Rosencrantz plays Team Guildenstein until the tragic end.
Not Guildenstern, though.
Oh, Guildenstern. I say Guildenstein, George.
Yep.
I think that's how you're supposed to say it.
You do? Okay.
And
You know, because you would know, because you made up jujitsu. Jujitsu.
sailing, George. It's a sailboat race with a team dressed as Christopher Cross. Sailing. And...
Wow, so 70s. All right.
and good mitten. It's like badminton, only it's good.
That's pretty good, Tim.
And basically...
Tim, congrats on making a long
I
list.
made a long list.
You made a long
Eventually,
list.
Batwoman found Dr. Rodento because he was in the track and field mouse event. He wanted to sabotage it. Track and field mouse. Batwoman tossed some of her patented bat mouse Manchango misdemeanor manacles on Dr. Rodento and thus subdued him. I don't know what that was.
Okay. Yeah, what is Manchego's a cheese though, right?
Patented bat.
But then you just is this a famous Tim type something you could read later? Is that
bat mouse Manchango misdemeanor manacles? Manacles.
You're just saying words now.
Well, Batwoman apprehended her, sent him up the river where he sat in his cell being really cheesed off. And this movie was called Batwoman 2, The Squeakquel. The Squeakquel.
Nice.
Thank you.
You know that's what Chipmunks 2 is actually called, right?
No. I didn't know that movie existed.
Isn't that terrible? Yeah, that's also valid. Yeah, they did a live action Chipmunks movie.
The Squeakquel. I think I vaguely remember that.
The sequels.
Well, take that back out so I don't get sued.
No, it's good. It's good.
Are you worn out?
So, yeah, I'm worn out.
I checked the mail and there is none.
Nothing? Nah.
More spam. I sent it to you. You didn't see it.
Yeah, it's true. We exciting new opportunity to partner with Duolingo from a person who's definitely clearly from Duolingo.
Thank you.
Because their email address said nothing about Duolingo. Yeah, that was it's insulting.
Should see if they send me money. Not going to interact with them. Well, there you go, Batwoman. And George.
Batwoman.
You're picking next. And I want to say this before I forget. When this airs, next week is Thanksgiving, so we're not here next week. Come back in 2 weeks.
Okay.
We need a break.
So that means we only have maybe 2 more episodes of our world tour, right? So we're going to the end of the year.
Yep, because after that it'll be.
So this will be my last
2
film
before then we take Christmas breaks.
So this will be my last movie
one, George. Oh my God.
Going out in a good one, then, Tim. I'm proud to say.
A good one?
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know if it's a good movie. It's a good country. So the movie we're going to see, representing the continent and country of Australia,
$2 rental.
is on Tubi. It's Australians.
Oh.
Australians.
This is from the 2000s somewhere, isn't it?
I would guess.
Did you look at the date?
I was looking through so many movies trying to find the right one. There was one I found that was called like Centerfold, which would have been so perfect for you, but you need to have like a library card to see it. And I think it was maybe artsy, even though like even just the picture for it was just like a nude woman. I was like, no, let's see Australians, which had an angry Australian lady yelling.
Okay.
Easily available in Tubi, everybody. So join us back here in 2 weeks as we take off time for Thanksgiving.
Sit down.
And when we come back and celebrate Australia with Australians.
You know, this is an international podcast, but here in America, we take 1 week. We sit with our relatives, tell them why Trump sucks, and then they tell us, no, he's great. And then we say, no. And then drink a lot.
It's a holiday that has become like synonymous with like familial strife. Like so many families that used to be able to get together and have fun because of the polarization of American politics now hate each other. And like this is the one time a year you sit down with that fucking uncle whose life didn't turn out the way he wanted and now blames immigrants. That you have to deal with that guy now. You have to listen to his shit.
There's some strange guest that your mom's like, you remember Bobby? He used to come over all the time. Right? And he just sits there. He doesn't say anything.
He's got a red hat on.
Hey, that was great. That's it. No, because we talked a long time.
Great episode. Definitely,
I love this episode.
Definitely not our worst episode. Definitely not our worst.
Pina coladas.
Colonies.
When we have a big in-person party, we're going to serve pina coladas. It's going to happen, George.
Oh, that's good. I hope a lot of wrestlers come so we could drain their brains.
See you in 2 weeks.
All right, bye, everybody.
This has been a Pity Party Line production.
Party line, it's a party line.
And
you said
I'm not sure
cartoonist Nick
if
Bertozzi.
it's him. I'm wondering if it was a Mandela effect. Apologies if I got the wrong person.
Yeah, I'm sure Nick Bertozzi, if he were to listen, would be delighted to hear that he's being attached to this. Behind the scenes of this, like Tim has been inundating the various text threads that we're on in the real world with like, does anybody know this comic?